It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Panthers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Prescott to throw it. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Hughes. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 1. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Prescott. And complete to Smith-Njigba. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw, Prescott. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. Back-to-back receptions. That's another first down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break the tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, when they start to creep up, you start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Prescott on first down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Prescott now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Michael Thomas laying himself out in the end zone. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now third down and very long. Purdy looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's got some space here. Sanders shaking and baking. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 53 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. It's Hughes. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. 2nd and 14 as they've got it as we resume action. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And it's fielded at the 34. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I have. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Prescott yet again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On 1st down, Purdy. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw is Prescott. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Travis Kelsey, 72 yards. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Texans.
Purdy. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. That one complete downfield to Eskridge.
Touchdown, Texans.
D. Eskridge.
63 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. A short one there to Fryermuth.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now
is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Prescott throw complete there to Thomas.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Houston's offense taking over again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down, Texans.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hughes. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Houston.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now 2nd and 3.
Prescott now. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now throwing on third down here, but he cannot connect.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week. Maybe because of game plan, they know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me,
oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This is brought in at the 21.
Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
Throwing here, Purdy. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Purdy's throwing into the hands of Pickens.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
At the Panthers' 36-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3 on the play. And the Texans' 1st down.
Purdy now to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good.
So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say, fine by me, we'll take it. But when you're losing, I think you have to say, we let a good opportunity get away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Remember, they had the safety go against him on their last possession. That was followed by the field goal a moment ago. So they've taken a couple of hits recently, but still lead it here as they start 1st and 10.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Panthers' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
A short throw here to Latu.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here complete to Kelsey.
They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with another The stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Meanwhile, Prescott, and this throw finds Smith-Njigba.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Jackson Smith-Njigba, 45 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll turn to Sanders.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The Time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Oh, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
These two have hooked on 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 78 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And Thomas has it.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the Texans' 19-yard line.
Prescott down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Panthers. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Texans first down.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Purdy looking to throw. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Purdy. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown!
George Pickens
from 6 yards away.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Gets past one man, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he flicks it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with him throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And
he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Texans down by 12. 1:47 on the clock.
Here's Purdy.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here's Purdy to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of throws already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. To throw is Purdy. And
he is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Throwing, Purdy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most